Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Welcome you all on the third day of Bhagavad Gita discussion. So, today we will be discussing some more sections from third chapter and fourth chapter and something from the second chapter also. would like to discuss some few important shlokas. So in that line, the first one is Matrisparshastu Kaunteya. Matrisparshastu Kaunteya Nitoshna Sukha Dukkada Agamapaino Nitya Tam Sitikshasva Bharata. Agamapaino Anitya. It's not Nitya. Okay. This is something very, very important shloka we should understand, because we come across this at every part of life. Matra sparshastu kaunteya. Matra means it's a division of time. Like seconds. We have hours, we have minutes, we have seconds. Then there is tetrasecond. You can divide seconds also further. And scripture says it is called lava and matra. Matra is it's like again a minute fraction of second. That's why we say lava matrena sadhu sangha. You associate with a devotee even for that lava or matra, not even a second, something like a split second. Like the gopis were cursing Brahma. Brahma is the engineer of the whole world, whole universe. The gopis said, what a stupid creator he is. Brahma was shocked. Gopis were the first person to blame Brahma directly. Nobody has got the guts to do that. The gopis said he is an idiot, stupid, foolish creator. Then Brahma asked, why are you cursing me like this? Everybody says I am great. In fact, I created 4 Vedas. I created the 14 planetary systems. I created everything. Then how come you are saying this? Can you explain that to me? Then they said, we are enjoying the beauty of Krishna. How he walks, how he talks, how he stands, how he smiles. That's why the acharyas have sung. What is that shloka? Adaram maduram, Adaram maduram, Vadanam maduram, Hasitam maduram, Gamanam maduram, Hrudayam maduram, Charitam maduram, then Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram. Everything about the Lord is so sweet. When he walks it is sweet, when he talks it is sweet, when he smiles. Mandahasa Munitanam Bhujam Nandagopatanayam Paratparam Nadadadi Munivrinda Vanditham. How come the yogis are able to give up food? How come they are able to give up breathing? How come they are able to give up everything and surrender to Krishna? Because they have seen Krishna smiling. Mandaha Samunitana Bhujam Nandagopatanayam. The son of Nanda, when he smiles, people give up everything and they simply surrender. So one day, one new girl got married and came to Vrindavan. A Gopala from Vrindavan went to a nearby village and he got married to another gopi. So all the elderly gopis are counseling this new gopi who is entering Vrindavan. You can do whatever you want in Vrindavan, but never look at that black serpent when he is smiling. He will sting you and that's it, you will lose your consciousness. So don't look at the black serpent when he smiles. Who is that black serpent? Krishna. Don't look at him. Mandaha Samunitana Bhujam Nandagopatanayam Paratpuram Naradhadi Munivrindavanditam. All the sages starting from Narada, they respect him. So the gopis are telling, what a stupid creator you Brahma. You don't have sense. In Chaitanya Sikshashtakam there is a shloka. What is that? What is the 5th shloka? Sixth one. Yugaitam nimishena chakshusha pravushaitam sunyaicha jagat sarvam govinda virahena me. Yugaitam nimishena. You know the yuga. For example, Kali Yuga is like 432,000 years. It's not very short. It's pretty long. Right? Kali Yuga is so long. This Yuga becomes a Nimisha. Nimisha means what? It's again a fraction of a second, not even a second. Nimi means this eyelid. You know, this is Nimi. Nimisha means the time taken by the eyelid to close and open. Not even a second, less than a second. For every second our eyelid closes and opens. Have you ever bothered about that? No, we have never bothered, never worried about our eyelid, right? Never thought about it. It just every second it blinks, right? It closes and opens, and that is called Nimisha. And the gopis are enjoying the beauty of Krishna, and immediately between the shutters closing and opening, it's a disturbance for them. They got very upset. Can understand their devotion. Even that split second is a disturbance for them. They got so angry. They told Brahma, you are a stupid creator. You have created such a wonderful, beautiful eyes. We can enjoy the beauty of Krishna. And idiot, you have put on shutter also. It's closing every now and then. And the time taken by the shutter to close, we feel it as though it is a yuga when we stand in front of Krishna. You can understand the devotion of gopis. Can we compare ourselves with them? Are we standing somewhere close by to them? 1 kilometer away? We stand 1 yuga away. Right? Yuga itam nimishena chakshusha pravushaitam sunya. The whole universe is shunya for us. So, Kali Yuga is like 432,000 years. Right? And whenever we enter this material world, when we take birth in this material world, our lifetime is fixed on the calculation of prana. Swasa, Uchvasa. Exhale and inhale. That's how our lifetime is fixed. Our lifetime is not fixed on the basis of days or nights or months. Like the astrologers say, no, you live up to 72 years. The calculation is basically wrong because our lifetime is not based on days and nights. It is based on the count of breath. Right? So they decide, okay, so and so Prabhuji, what's your name Prabhuji? Hemant. Okay, Hemant Prabhu, when he enters this material world, they decide he is supposed to bring 16 crore, 35 lakh, 23,423 breaths. You finish that 423, oh, that's the last breath. So, lifetime is based on inhaling and exhaling, and that's how our life is maintained. That is why scriptures are saying, you don't get angry. What will happen if you get angry? Huh? That's all, you will die fast, man. You are breathing so fast. So when you breathe so fast, you die very fast because the lifetime is counted by breath. That's why the yogis, what they do? They breathe very slow and so intelligent, smart they are, they expand their lifetime. That's all is pranayama. Just to stretch your breath so you can live long, right? So, here, that time fraction, lava, matra, matra spashya sukauteya, sita ushna sukha dukkada, agama apayino anitya tam stitiksha swabharata. The happiness and distress in this world, it is like climate, summer and rainy winter, whatever it is. Is the summer season permanent? No. Is the winter season permanent? No. In the same way, our happiness is also not permanent. Our distress is also not permanent. So don't be overjoyed when you become happy, because it will go. Agama apayino, it will leave you as it approached you. So an intelligent man will not become overjoyed and he will not be sad also. Why? The distress is also coming to you, one day it will also leave you. Agama apayino anitya. All these things are temporary. Tham sidikshasva bharata. So you just be fixed. Don't move around. Oh, jump when something good happens. When sit and cry when something, it's all, it shows we are not fixed. Because happiness also will come and go. Distress also will come and go. Whatever object in this material world is giving you over happiness, the same object, take it from Gita, will give you pain also. Shh. Everybody is upset. Something which gives you so much of happiness in this world, one day the same object will give you the same amount of pain. So, Chitraketu Maharaja, he had 100 wives. But unfortunately, he didn't have even one baby boy. Right? He had 100 wives. So one day, when rishis came to his palace, he went and begged them, please bless me, let me have a baby, please, please, please. And they gave some prasada, and he gave that prasada to his last wife, the youngest of the 100, and she delivered a baby boy. So automatically, the king started spending a lot of time with that wife and that baby. So what will happen to the rest 99? Naturally they will be jealous, right? So the rishis came and named the boy Harsha Shoka. Then he asked, why are you naming like that? So the rishis explained to him, this boy is giving you a lot of pleasure today. The same boy will give you equal amount of pain also. The king was jubilant, happy, celebrating. He has got a boy. And they named him Harsha Shoka. What the 99 wives did, they put poison to the boy and killed him. The king was so happy about the boy, and the same boy brought so much of sadness to the king also. Then the king thought, I shouldn't have the baby. Before getting the baby, I was at least okay, normal. The only thought haunting me was I didn't have a baby. But that situation was better than the situation what I am going through now. After getting the baby, Maya snatched the baby. I am suffering now double, the triple amount of pain. So, we have to be very careful. Whatever object is giving you a lot of happiness today, take it from Gita, the same thing will one day give you pain. So, we should learn the art of not getting attached, over-attached. Okay, attachment, we cannot get out of it, but don't get over-attached to anything in this world. The same thing will give you pain. There is no smile in devotee's face. Everybody is so upset. Okay? But Krishna is giving you the knowledge well in advance. So, this is something very wrong what people do when they don't have a baby. If you don't have a baby, you can go and worship Krishna and beg and pray, and people can ask a baby from Krishna. So Krishna blesses them so they can get baby. That is an authorized way of doing. But back in India, people go to astrologers, and astrologers will do so many pujas and this thing. Okay, go and do this here, put that yajna here, that thing, this thing, you will get a baby. But here, Garuda Purana is explaining, don't do that. Why? In this lifetime, it is written, it is a fate and destiny, you cannot have a baby in this lifetime. So what the astrologers are doing, they are picking up a baby from your next lifetime and they are preponing it. That's all astrologers can do. One great Pandit, is a philosopher, he had elephantiasis on his right leg. Elephantiasis, that huge leg, right? So he went to Kali and worshipping Kali so sincerely. One day Kali came in front, Bhakta. What do you want? Then he became very happy and he asked Kali, what can you give me? Can you give me the best in this world? Then Kali said, yes, I can give you a lot of things. Then he asked Kali, can you postpone my death for a day? Like for suppose I'm going to die on 12th, can you postpone it to 13th? Kali said, no, that I can't do. Then he asked, can you prepone the death by 11th? Kali said, no, that also I can't do. Can you shift my elephantiasis from right leg to left leg? Yeah, that I can do, Kali said. So Devi Devatas, Jyotisha, Vastu, all these things cannot give you which is not there in karma. If they can give you, then they all become supreme God. The astrologer can become a God. In your karma there is no baby boy in this lifetime. And if astrologer can give you a baby boy, then he is supreme God. So Vastu, Jyotisha, all Devi Devata Puja, nothing can give you anything which is not there in the karma. So the astrologers will prepone a baby from your next lifetime. In your next lifetime, you may have 7 or 8 children. They will cut one from there and put it here. Right? Then Garuda Puran warns you, what if you are a dog in the next lifetime? So the baby now you are getting is dog baby. Just has got a human form, but the consciousness is dog. You will go and say, my dear son, please do this. You will do, pow, you will do that. That's what has happened. He has preponed one dog son now to this lifetime. That's all. He will take your life out. Right? That's why even scripture says we have to stick on to vegetarianism. We can, when we preach to out here, everybody is a devotee. But when we preach to outsiders, you can say, Garuda Puran explains, there's a different explanation given in Garuda Puran why we are supposed to be vegetarians. For example, you imagine there is a chicken. The chicken is supposed to live for, say, 8-10 years or less than that. How many years the chicken will live? 5 to 9 years. What's your name? Bhargav has given an authorized reply. 5 to 9 years. Okay. So the chicken is supposed to live, say, imagine 9 years. Right? So the consciousness of that soul will evolve as per the time. For example, a 60-year-old man will have a maturity and 5-year-old boy will have a different maturity. You cannot expect the 60-year-old maturity in a 5-year-old boy. Can you expect that? No. In the same way, the chicken also will evolve in consciousness in its own level. So the chicken is supposed to live for 9 years. Human beings cut it by 1 or 2 years and they eat it off. What will happen to the soul? The soul will jump to the next body, which may be a goat or something like that. The chicken got the goat's body, but the consciousness is still the chicken's. It has to finish the 9 years, then only the consciousness will evolve. And the goat is supposed to live for how many years? Don't know? Say maybe 15 years or something like that. Okay, the goat is what? How much? Goat is supposed to live for say 15 years. Human beings again cut it by 2 years, 3 years, right? So the soul will transfer again to human being. So now the body is human being, the consciousness is still chicken or goat. So what happened to all the donkeys which were roaming in India? Everywhere you saw so many animals. Now human population have increased, the animals have gone down. What happened to all those animals? All wearing salwar kameez, pant with his shirt and walking down. Right? So the body alone evolved, the consciousness is still there. And they will create a hell in our life. Because they are just animals. You can really experience it when you go and talk to certain people. You can see their subtle body is still a goat's body. Gross body alone became human being. The subtle body is still goat's. So it's very dangerous. At least for that sake, people should be vegetarians. They shouldn't kill all this. Okay? So Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya Sita Ushna Sukha Dukkada. Any object which gives us a terrific amount of pleasure will give pain also. So we shouldn't be overly attached for anything. Then another important shloka is Najayate mriyate va kadachin Nayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyaha Ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. This is something very important we can understand. Where Krishna is telling birth and death is just only for the body, not for the soul. Soul is living a continued life. Today morning Subramanya Prabhu was explaining this shloka. How life is a continuation. We don't think just your life starts when you take birth. No, it is all as per the previous continuation. The soul doesn't take birth, the soul doesn't die also. Birth and death is only for the body. And the Garuda Puran and all the Bhavishya Puran explains there's a reason for everything. Why somebody is wearing spectacles, why somebody is bald, why somebody is short, somebody is tall, somebody is fair, somebody is dark, somebody is a cow, someone is a dog. For everything there is a reason. You go to a wedding party, everybody is saying hi, hello, you run, you go first, sit down in the pandi, that dining hall, eat off, leaving your friends, you will take birth as a cousin of a rat. For everything. Purva Janma Kritam Papam Yati Rupena Jayate. I think last year I explained that whole detail. How many of you were there in that class? Okay, I'll tell it short because most of you don't know. So everything has got a connection. Purva Janma Kritam Papam Yati Rupena Jayate. Whatever you have done in your past life will come as a disease and reaction. Okay? For example, I'll tell you one or two examples. Like you were walking in your previous life on the street. Okay? Nobody should get offended. Okay? Please forgive me. So you had some kind of a matchstick or a BB or cigarette or something, some fire spark in your hand. And you were walking on the street, unknowingly you threw it. You didn't know where it's going. The thing that fire went and fell on a cow shed and the cow shed got fire. So in this lifetime, we will have bald head. Right? Then somebody is doing some harm to someone, either an object or an animal or a person. We are thinking, why should I be bothered? I don't want to, get involved. You should have raised your voice and stopped that bad activity. But we keep quiet. Right? The next life you get the spectacles, the vision goes down. Krishna is saying, what's the point in giving him full vision? He doesn't act properly. Reduce 0.5, 0.25, he has to wear glasses. Right? Like that, everything. You go to temple, you pray there, when you come out you see nice chapel, umbrella, nice things, you flick it and move away. You have to take birth as a sheep to give you aroma that has to make coats, chapel, everything like that. So, Purva Janma Kritam Papam Vyadi Rupena Jayate. For every small thing there is a reason behind. Don't think things happen just like that. It happened. So somebody is hurting you. Somebody is giving pain to you. Don't think because it is because of that Prabhu I got hurt. Because of that Prabhu I got offended. He is the reason for my sadness. No. Who is the reason? We are our own self. We have done something in the past. It is now coming through that Prabhu. That's all. He is the temporary cause and the permanent cause is our own self. Is that clear? So never worry when something happens bad to you. You think, okay, one section got burnt now. Something bad is from my list it is clear now. So now I have to carry very less burden. Right? So be strong. So, in Mahabharata, throughout, there is a famous notion all over the country and among Vaishnavas or Hindus or so-called people who follow all this dharma, they always say how Karna is great and Krishna cheated Karna. That's the whole idea, right? Karna is such a great personality. He's like Dhanavan. He gives everything, noble man. And why Krishna did this to Karna, right? So when you read Skanda Purana, there is a real story who Karna was. In fact, I read that some few months back and I was shocked to know that Karna was a Rakshasa in his previous life. His name was Sahasra Kavacha. Okay? He's a Sahasra Kavacha. He was a Rakshasa in his previous life. And he had 1,000 Kavachas. Armor. Nobody can cut that armor and kill him. It is impossible to kill Sahasra Kavacha. He has got 1,000 armors around him. It's not easy to cut that. So, this Sahasra Kavacha was torturing people so much. All the rishis, when the rishis are performing yajna, he will pull them by shika, he will pull them by beards, torture them, kill cows, torturing brahmanas. Finally, all the sages went to Narnarayana Rishi and complained to them. And Narnarayana Rishi also, they didn't take any action against Sahasra Kavacha. Finally, Sahasra Kavacha went to Narnarayana Rishis, and when they were meditating, he started disturbing them. So, Narnarayana Rishi got angry and they broke his 999 Kavachas. There is only one Kavacha left. If Narnarayana Rishi can shoot there, Karna is dead. So Karna ran, Sahasra Kavacha ran. He went to shelter, he went to Indra. Indra said, don't come here, I can't protect you. He went to Brahma, he went to Shiva. Finally he went to Surya. And at that time, Surya was none other than Narayana himself. Every creation, they will have an election. Who is going to occupy Surya's post? Who is going to occupy Chandra's post? So the qualified people will occupy that post. Surya is a post, it is not a person's name. So when there is qualified person, they will put him as a Surya. In that creation, there was no qualified man. So Narayana himself took the post. That's why we call in that creation Surya Narayana. Normally it is not Narayana, somebody else. But in that particular time, Narayana himself took that post, Surya Narayana. So Sahasra Kavacha ran and took shelter from Surya Narayana. He ran from Narayana and took shelter of Narayana. He got scared of Narnarayana Rishi and went and took shelter of Surya Narayana. So when Narnarayana Rishi came, Surya Narayana said, don't hurt him, he has taken my shelter. Because of the association of Surya Narayana, Karna got completely transformed. And Surya Narayana gave Karna back to Kunti. And he took birth through the ear of Kunti. That's why he got, the Sahasra Kavacha got the name of Karna. Because he came through ear. Karna means ear. So, he is actually an Asura in the previous lifetime. And the Narayana Rishis wanted to kill Sahasra Kavacha. They again came as Krishna and Arjuna killed him. So, it is a continuation. Nothing. You won't get even a single penny free and you won't lose a single penny without reason. Everything has got a previous connection. Every single thing. While walking, you hit a guy unknowingly. After a few days, you will run on a stone or thorn. You will stab a thorn and the thorn will prick you and you will feel the pain. Who is the reason? Our own selves. Right? So when he asks, why are you Prabhu crying? What happened on your feet? There is blood. Then the Prabhu will say, the thorn pricked me. As though thorn was somewhere there, he ran. The thorn ran and came and pricked his feet. No, he went and stamped it. So karma, it's all our own action. So hereafter, dear devotees, never blame anybody else for our pain. We should blame our own selves. It's all happening because of our own karma. Is that clear? Yeah. Then Bhagavad Gita explains so many other shlokas which are very interesting. Another one is Neha Vikramana Sosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpamapi yasya dharmasya Prayate mahato bhaya Neha Vikramana Sosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpamapi yasya dharmasya Prayate mahato bhaya. So in the last two shlokas I have discouraged you enough, right? So that's why we are taking this third shloka. Krishna is encouraging us also. He is telling Svalpam apiyasya dharmasya. You do even a tiny, small, insignificant effort in the spiritual line, Trayate mahato bhaya. You will be delivered. Right? So, we have to suffer for our karma so much. Every step we have to suffer in this world. But on the other side, you do a tiny devotional service. That's all. The volumes of sins will be just deleted. Huge amount will be simply deleted if you do even tiny devotional service. That's why Alvars in Tamil, they have sung a very beautiful song. How many of you know Tamil here? Okay, quite a lot. There is a beautiful song sung by the Alvars. It says, Tainum aina seyyum nalandarum sollai naan kandu konde Narayana venum namam. I am very sure you won't understand this. Okay. So in that shloka, the Alvars are explaining, even your own mother can become the reason for your pain, but never the holy name. Holy name will never give us pain. Throughout so many janmas we have accumulated sins and sins and sins. You chant once. Even without the presence of mind, casually you chant, reluctantly you chant, inattentively you chant. Some 10 books already got deleted. The sin is like library. We are already building library. We are all building libraries. You know, huge books and pages full of sin. Unknowingly you chant, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now, 2 lakh, that means 256,000 sins are wiped out. No, that's a calculation. Rama means it is 1,000. You know, that's why 1,000 names of Vishnu is equal to 1 Ram, and 3 Ram name is equal to 1 Krishna. Now you have chanted Hare Krishna once, 256,000 sins are wiped out now. Imagine how powerful the holy name is. So, Tainum aina seyyum nalandarum sollai naan kandu konde Narayana venum namam. The Alvar is singing that even mother's love can turn into a greatest danger, but never the holy name. And he goes on explaining that Kaikeyi, when Bharata was in Kekeya Rajya, Bharata went to his mother's kingdom, which is called Kekeya, and at that time in Koshala, in Ayodhya, Kaikeyi went and asked 2 boons from Dasharatha Maharaja. One is, you should send Rama to the forest for 14 years and you should coronate Bharata as the prince. Kaikeyi is doing this out of so much love for her son. My son should become the crowned prince, then he should become the emperor. And this is the greatest she can do for her son. And what happened to Bharata? He came back, he heard the news, his heart shattered into pieces. How is my sinful mother sent my dear brother Ram to the forest? Not only Ram, the gentle Sita and the courageous Lakshman, they always used to live in the palace and enjoy comforts. What they will do in the forest? Wild animals, and the roads are not so smooth. He was thinking day and night, and he was feeling so bad. My own mother created this. And for the next 14 years, Bharata slept underground. Because Ram is sleeping on the ground, Bharata went and dug a pit and was sleeping in the pit. And for 14 years, he was eating a handful of barley soaked in cow urine. And 14 years he suffered there. He took that tapasya. And who is the reason for that misery? His own mother. So even mother's love can take dangerous. Sometimes the mothers do. The son is getting too much involved in Krishna consciousness. Even though the mother is devotee, she has a small fear. Will this fellow join as a brahmachari? Okay, Shika is growing now already, two centimeters. Even though she is a devotee, the motherly love sometimes overtakes the intelligence. Right? Yep. So the mother's love can turn dangerous, but never the holy name. Right? So Kaikeyi is the reason for Bharata's sadness. So Krishna is telling, Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. You do a tiny, small seva towards Krishna, towards spirituality, it can save you terrifically. Okay? Settled? Shall I continue? Yeah. So, that's Bhagavatam and Puranas explain. For this shloka, the example given is Draupadi. So when that huge, fantastic Rajasuya Yaga was going on, Yudhishthira Maharaj is performing this Rajasuya Yaga. And who's the chief guest? Krishna is the chief guest. And they had a committee meeting. Before every festival we have a committee meeting, no? Like you have a meeting, Ishtagoshti. It is always a Kashtagoshti. We fight at that meeting. So, they also had a meeting, but they didn't fight. So Yudhishthira Maharaja and all of them equally divided those services so beautifully. Yudhishthira Maharaja is the main person in the yajna, and Arjuna's service is to receive all the guests, give them, they built new palaces for each guest and brahmanas. They will be given new place to stay. Everything will be taken care of nicely, and Bhima's responsibility is in the kitchen. He is supposed to feed everybody properly. People who eat nicely can feed others nicely. So, fantastic arrangement. And Nakula and Sahadeva are supposed to take care of the horses and the chariots the guests bring. Okay? And everything was divided so fantastically. Krishna is going and asking, hey Yudhishthira, my dear brother. He addresses, he has got a lot of respect for Yudhishthira. And he has got a lot of respect for Bhima, but Krishna will always taunt Bhima. Like little bit, taunt him all the time. Krishna had different rasa with each person. To Yudhishthira he was very respectful, and to Bhima he will taunt him all the time, and with Arjuna he is friendly, he is sold out, and to Nakula and Sahadeva he was very compassionate, merciful. Arjuna, what and all he did with Krishna. When Krishna showed that Vishwarupa, Arjuna was taken back. And you can read in the 10th chapter, Arjuna is telling, O Krishna, Parabrahma Parandama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam. O Supreme Lord, I don't know who you are. I was playing with you. I was eating in the same plate with you. I was sleeping on the same bed. One day Narada Maharshi came to see Krishna, and Krishna is sitting and Arjuna is sitting. Both of them are sitting in the cot, face to face, in the couch bed. And Arjuna's legs are put on top of Krishna, stretched like this, like the old women and all say, no, they're stretched like that. And Krishna is putting his legs on Arjuna. And what Arjuna is doing with his legs, he's tickling Krishna, and Krishna is laughing. Arjuna is doing this, with his legs he's doing. Then Narada said, "Hey, Papi, you will go to the worst of the hell. You are a Nara, and you are doing this to the Supreme Lord." Krishna had a very nice relation with Arjuna, and to Bhima he was all the time taunting. So when the meeting was over, Krishna went and said, "Oh Yudhishthira Maharaj, my dear brother, why don't you give me some service? Everybody is doing some service, why don't you give me something?" Then Yudhishthira Maharaj laughed and said, "Krishna, why do you need? You are the Supreme Lord. We are supposed to serve you. Moreover, you are the guest of this program. You shouldn't serve." But Krishna was demanding so much. "I also need a service, Then Yudhishthira Maharaj, just to save himself from the situation, he said, "What to do? All the services are allocated now. If you want, you can find something and do it your own self." Because Yudhishthira Maharaja was so sure there was nothing left out. Then Krishna said, "Okay, my dear brother, I will find out something and I will do." Then he said, "Okay, you do." Then the next day morning, Bhima is screaming and running. The whole palace is shaking, He's like a mountain running. And Arjuna asked, "Hey, why are you running? Don't spoil the whole program. Come on, stop." No, come out and see. And Arjuna, Yudhishthira, Bhima, they all went to the entrance. They saw Krishna covering himself in disguise, and whenever the guests come, he is taking their chappal and shoes and dusting it clean and putting it in the rack. The Lord took the lowest of he took the last seva which is available. And the Lord is so happy to serve his own devotees. And these devotees, why Krishna is serving them? The Pandavas, all the time they think about Krishna. There is not even a second they forget Krishna. When they go for hunting, they think about Krishna. When they are fighting, they think about. When they are chit-chatting, they think. When they are joking, still they think about Krishna. That's why Krishna is telling Arjuna, Manusmara Yuddhayacha. Oh Arjuna, you go ahead with the battle. You will be victorious. You keep on thinking about me. You think about Krishna, you are all victorious. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya. Do a smallest thing. And in that Rajasuya Yajna, so many guests came and gave different gifts to Krishna. Somebody gave golden water pot, somebody gave silk clothes, somebody gave scented oil, somebody gave sandalwood. These are the things we are supposed to give gifts to people, Silk clothes, sandalwood oil, flower garlands, so many things. And even Devi Devatas came for the celebration. Somebody gave him a sword. And when Krishna took the sword, unknowingly he cut his finger. And there were 16,108 wives. Each of them running here and there. Somebody looking for medicine, somebody is going to call the doctor. Whole hangama there. And Draupadi was standing next to him. She tore off her sari, a small thing, and tied it in Krishna's hand. And Krishna said, "I will never forget this." That small, tiny bit of cloth Draupadi gave. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya. What Krishna gave? He gave a sari which was kilometers long. Normally, what is the length of the sari? Okay. What's the length? 9 meters. I think you are wrong. What's the length? 5-6 meters. You have to update, Baba. Okay. So 5 to 6 meters, right? And she just tore a small bit, not even centimeters long, just a tiny stuff. And when Dushasana was taking out Draupadi's clothes, all these people are called like a Duryodhan, Dushasana, Durmedas, Durbuddhi, Dushala, all wrong people. So in those days they will name like that only. They will see horoscope and they will name. Accordingly they will put the name. Nowadays they have Pakki, Makki, Pintu, Pintu. So Dushasana was ripping out Draupadi and she's screaming, "Hey Yudhishthira, hey Rajan, I am your wife. And is this your dharma? You speak all the time about dharma. You are a celebrated king. Is this your dharma? Your own wife getting insulted in front of so many men. Are you blind? Why don't you protect your wife?" She's screaming, crying. And Yudhishthira Maharaj is just bowed down his head and keeping quiet. Then she went to Arjuna. "Are Dhanurdhari, with one bow you bring rain from the sky, with another arrow you bring Ganga from earth. You are such a powerful warrior. What happened to your hands? Is it tied? Can't you get up and protect your own wife? I've completely dedicated my life for you. I came believing you as a man. Don't." She will speak all sorts of things. And Arjuna is getting so angry and she will just keep quiet because Yudhishthira is not doing anything. Then finally she will turn to Brahma. "Are, elephant, how many days I have cooked for you? At least for that sake you can't protect me." Bhima is breaking all the chairs. But he's not doing anything. Finally he will get up. Arjuna will pull him down. Then she will go to the blind king Dhritarashtra. "Oh my dear king, I am like your daughter. Don't be blind now also. Please do something." And Dhritarashtra is not doing anything. She went to Bhishma and said, "Oh Pitama, I am like your granddaughter. Is this your dharma? Is it righteousness? This is what you do in the country?" And he is also keeping quiet. None of the great male personalities who speak about dharma and dharma, they raise their finger. Everybody kept quiet. And she raised her hand and screamed, "Krishna, Keshava, Madhava." Lord was just waiting for that call. And he gave, kilometers long saree. Dushasana was pulling and pulling and pulling. He finally fainted. For that tiny bit of saree, Krishna gave so much of saree. Swalpam apiyasya. We are doing so much service. Actually, we don't know. The list is increasing. We chant Hare Krishna. We smile at devotees. Every bit is counted. You see a devotee, smile Hare Bol Prabhu. That's all. 2 books are deleted. We bow down in front of deity. 1 book is deleted. You take the prasadam and say, "Today Sudama Prabhu cooked a wonderful prasadam." That's all. Another 5 books got deleted. Everything you appreciate. So we should learn this Vaishnava culture. Never point out faults. Keep on appreciating. Whenever you find fault, you have to eat a leech. Leech? You all know leech? Yeah, you find a fault. That Prabhu is always like that only. That's all. You got 3 leeches. Come on Baba, you have a feast of leeches. Every mistake, every fault you find, you have to eat leeches. Everything you appreciate, so much of sin is destroyed. There was a fault finding Brahmana. He always used to find fault. This is not proper. That is not. What that program, they don't do proper arati only. This is not proper. That is not. No, what was So finally Chitragupta felt very sad or pity on that fellow. Because when he dies, he has to eat 1,000 leeches. How it will be? Very tasty, huh? Yeah. 1,000 leeches he has to eat. Chitragupta felt so pity on that guy. Chitragupta went in his dream and said, "Are Brahmana, you are thinking you are going to lead a great life? No, you will have a great feast there." Then the Brahmana got scared. "Okay, Chitragupta, please do something. How to save myself? Give me some idea, no?" Then Chitragupta said, "Okay, I'll give you an idea. From tomorrow onwards, morning, you go with a pot of milk. Go and sit underneath the palm tree. And every day morning you drink milk sitting underneath the palm tree." Generally what people drink under the palm tree? Toddy. That is a regular custom. So you drink milk sitting underneath the palm tree. Then whoever finds mistake in you, one leech will get to go to them. You will be safe. So this guy was so smart. He was every day morning going and sitting underneath a palm tree and drinking milk. They say, "Arey, what sort of Brahmana is morning drinking toddy?" He was so happy. All the leeches are going, one by one. So finally 999 leeches was distributed. And he has got one. He doesn't know where to give, how to give. Then finally one day his wife came and told him, "Why are you doing this nonsense? You are drinking milk only, but why don't you sit in the house and drink? Every day you are going and sitting under the palm tree, making all the people blame you. Is that right?" Then he was so happy. "Take this last leech." He gave that wine. So for every fault finding, we have leeches. For everything we appreciate, we have huge amount of mercy. So what is your choice? You're all going to find fault hereafter or appreciate everything? Yeah. Even though there is nothing good, you simply appreciate. No problem. You won't lose anything. Right? So there was one Kanjus, Makijus, Pitashi Brahmana. He doesn't give even one single penny to others, wholeheartedly. He is like very Pitashi fellow. And he had one, lover. Apart from his family, wife and things like that, he has a lover. So every time in those days, the Sankirtan people used to go, like what you are going to do next month. Damodar month, you will be going house to house and asking people to chant Hare Krishna, do Arati for the Lord. It's a great service you are doing, because we are making so many conditioned souls to offer the service to the Lord. So much of sin will be eradicated and we will get a terrific amount of mercy. So I heard that you are all going to do so much of Arati. That's a very good thing. So devotees used to go to this fellow's house and say, "Please do something for Govinda. Please Brahmana, do something for Govinda. That will fetch you a lot of punya." He is a Pitashi, Kanjus, Makijus. He won't give even a single penny. But he knows doing good for Govinda is something good. So one day, he was carrying some lotus flower for his girlfriend, lover, walking like that, enjoying, thinking about her. And he was walking and walking and walking. He has to cross the river. He crossed the bridge. Somehow the flower fell from his hand. It went into the river. That's all. He's a Pitashi, he's a Kanjusi fellow. He was feeling so sad, trying to take that flower, He tried a lot. But he couldn't reach the flower. The flower, was drifted. It was like went in the water. That time he remembered we should do something for Govinda. He said, "Arey Govinda, I am offering a flower. Govinda is Swaha. Govinda, take. Anyway, I won't get that. You please take. Govinda is offering for you. Take. But Govinda was so merciful. He immediately noted, "My Pitashi Brahmana Bhakta offered me a flower." Right? Then after his death, he was taken to Yamaloka. Then Chitragupta read his full list. There is nothing positive in his life. He has done all mistake only. He is supposed to be permanently in Naraka only. It's like he is a permanent resident there. He is supposed to be there in Naraka. Then Chitragupta said, No, he has done one good thing. What is that? He has offered a flower to Govinda. So, we should send him 10 minutes to Swarga and say 10,000 years to Naraka. A long period in Naraka and just 10 minutes in Swarga. So Yamaraj asked him, "Hey Pitashi Brahmana, what is your choice? First you want to go to Naraka, live for 10,000 years and go to Swarga for 10 minutes? Or go to Swarga for 10 minutes, then go back to Naraka?" Then he said, "I will go to Swarga first." He said, "Okay, go, come back fast, I'm only 10 minutes there." So this guy went to Swarga. So Indra received him and said, "Hey Pitashi Brahmana, you have got only 10 minutes. You roam around, you eat whatever you want to eat, you want to dance, you dance, do whatever you want, but you have got only 10 minutes. Then Brahmana said, "I know that, don't waste my time. Please give me 2 swords. Talwar, 2. Then Indra asked, "Why you want talwar now?" No, please give me 2 swords. Okay, they gave him 2 swords. He straight went to the garden, started cutting all the flowers. Govinda is Swaha, Govinda is Swaha. For each flower he paid 10 minutes. So, Swalpamapi yasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. You do a tiny thing for Krishna, insignificant, but Krishna is so merciful, he counts it down and he repays that to you. Yena tamam prapadyante tam sataiva bhajamyaham mama vartaman vartante manushya partha sarvasya. Those who surrender to me, I will repay them accordingly. Okay? Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Radhe Govinda Jaya Radhe Govinda Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Radhe Govinda Jaya Radhe Govinda Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. So, you have made a decision. You want leeches or mercy? Sure. How many of you want leech? No one? Mercy? Okay. Go Premanande. So, in continuation, there are some more important shlokas. Bhogaishwarya prasaktana Bhogaishwarya prasaktana Maya pagrita chetasa Vyavasayatmika buddhi Samadau na vidyate Bhogaishwarya Aishwarya Prasaktana Maya Bhavrita Chetasa Sayatmika Buddhi Samadauna Vidyate. So it's very important shloka. Like Bhoga and Aishwarya, Prasakta, Asakta. Asakti means attachment. If a person has got attachment towards Bhoga, means sense enjoyment, and Aishwarya, opulence. If somebody has got too much of attachment for enjoyment and opulence, Taya Apahrita Chetasam, Chitta, Chetas, Chitta means consciousness. Apahrita means capturing, kidnapping. If somebody's consciousness is kidnapped by sense enjoyment and opulence, Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Buddhi means intelligence. Vyavasayatmika means resolute, clear, means beneficiary knowledge. Samadana Vidyate, he will never get it. So, if somebody is too much attached for money and enjoyment, we cannot expect the pure spiritual knowledge from him. It is very difficult, Krishna is telling. That's why when we go and speak to so many rich people and all, sometimes they don't care. You know, they will even give you some money and send you off, but they don't show the patience to sit and listen to you. Right? Because they are very sure, if I listen to this guy, I may have to lose certain things. So they are even ready to give away money, but they are not ready to give their ears to you. Because they are completely attached to Bhoga and Aishwarya. It's very tough. So what we do to those kind of people is, you dump them so much of prasadam. You know, they eat and some mercy will work out in them. Otherwise you chant them Hare Krishna, ask them to read Bhagavad Gita, they won't do. Right? They are too much attached to sense enjoyment and opulence. So the best way is to give a lot of prasadam to them and ask them to eat. The mercy will be there flowing. Right? So, only if the Lord's mercy is not there, these kind of people cannot change. So again Krishna is telling we should not have overly attachment towards opulence and sense enjoyment. So first, if the person can't change, he can have sense enjoyment, a bit Krishna consciousness. You know, add little, put a Krishna conscious paint and enjoy. You know, for some time it can go on. Like we say, you know, you want to become initiated devotee, then you have to leave coffee and tea. Then, how to leave? Then you give a supplement. You can drink this coffee, that tea, this like that and all. Right? Like in Chaturmas, not in Chaturmas. Yeah. 1 month we shouldn't drink milk. 1 month we shouldn't drink curd, use curd. So 1 month you cannot drink milk, but you can drink pal payasam. Curd you cannot use, but buttermilk you can use. Right? All sorts of this thing. Originally Chaturmas was not like that. Chaturmas means the 4 months, it's like rainy season. And all the sadhus and rishis will not move around. They will stay in a place and they will observe severe austerities. Eating 1 meal a day. Sometimes all the 4 months they eat only fruits. Or sometimes roots. Or some people they simply drink water and live. They have, tough and severe austerity, and leaving green vegetables, milk and curd is the last item in the list. That is the last one. But we have taken and put it on the first. We are observing Chaturmas. What you do, Prabhu? I don't drink milk. Like some fellow Brahmana went to Kashi. You go to Kashi, you have to renounce something. Means generally in those days the Grahastis will go to Kashi at the age of 50, 60 after the responsibility is over. They have to renounce something in Kashi. So the Brahmana went to Kashi. Oh Vishwanatha, Kashishwara, from today onwards I will not eat bitter gourd in my life. He will renounce bitter gourd. What's the point? So this is all last item in the list. Anyway, it's okay, we are doing at least that. So, like that, there is a lot of things. The mind is attached to so many things deeply, very tough to come out and progress in spiritual life. So there was one great personality called Navakoti Narayan. You heard this person? Heard? Purandardas. Purandardas you have heard? Yeah. He has sung 4 crore songs on Krishna. How much?
4.5 lakhs.
Huh?
4.5 lakhs.
4.5 lakhs. Okay, 4 lakhs, not crores. Lakhs. Okay. Songs. That means every day he has to sing some 100. You know. So when they see Krishna, they will sing. When they smile Krishna, they will sing. When they, everything is related. So originally he was like, and you see in the classical music and Carnatic music, we take their songs and that's how all the students sing music, sa, re, all these things. But the basic notes are taken from Purandar Das, Tyagaraja Bhagavatar and all these people. But amazingly, none of them are musicians. They have never learnt music. Purandardas never learned music in his life. Tyagaraja never learned music in his life. Music came to them when they were completely sold out for Krishna and Ram. Music came from their devotion. Right? But nowadays it is two different things. Devotion is different, music is different. People are keeping the devotion away and trying to learn music. It will never come. And if at all they sing, it will not be proper. So the music originally came from devotion. Right? So he was Navakoti Narayan, again a conjure person. He never gives anything to anybody, and he has a hobby of collecting these gems and diamond, ruby, coral, emerald, sapphire and all these things. And these stones have got the influence of the 9 planets. The 9 grains and the 9 stones have got influence of these planets. Right? Rahu, Ketu, Surya, Chandra, Jupiter, Mars, Venus. So how the gems are formed, it is explained in the scripture. When the sun emits a ray, one water drop will absorb the ray, it will go inside earth, and after 10,000 years, this water drop will become a particular stone. And that stone is connected to sun. And they have Mercury rays, they have Jupiter rays and everything. So there are 9 gems for the 9 planets, there are 9 grains for the 9 planets. Each grain has got the potency of that particular planet. That is why they say on Ekadashi don't eat grain, because moon is emitting poison on the 11th day of Ekadashi. And all the poisonous rays will be inside that grain. If you eat, finished, you are eating that poison. Right? So it's all explained in scriptures very nicely. And this person has got a hobby of collecting all the stones, and he had 9 crore stones. That's why he's named as Navakoti Narayan. So much of, imagine you have 9 crore diamonds in your room and cupboard and things like that. You must be filthy rich, right? So Bhagavan Krishna thought, okay, this is the time, we should ring the bell now. He has enjoyed enough, it is time for him to become a devotee. So every day, like in the form of a poor Brahmana, poor beggar Brahmana, Narayana will come to this Navakoti Narayan's house and say, hey, such a rich man you are. I have got a daughter in the marrying age. She is like this. I want to get her married. Please give me some dhan. And this Navakoti Narayana has got a belief that if I say I won't give you, all the money will leave. Which is very true. Whatever you are speaking and meditating all the time, that will come in your life. When you say that devotee is not good, he is not good, that not good, bad quality will slowly manifest in you. When you say that devotee is great, he is nice, he's a good cook, he's a good singer, keep on saying that, that good quality will manifest in you. Whatever you see, that will be you after some time. So, this shopwala knows that if I say I don't have money, I cannot give you dhan, that's all. My money will leave me. So he will say, oh, today is Friday, it's already sunset. You come tomorrow. And the next day Brahmana will come. Who is Brahmana now? Means who is coming regularly? Krishna himself is coming. And he will say, okay, you come next Friday. Then he will say, oh, this is Saturday, you come on Monday. Something like this, like Ganapati's Vivaha, he was setting Bhagavan every day back, and Krishna had a terrific amount of patience. He was coming every day for 1 full year. 300. See, the Lord is opening His windows and doors to the spiritual world and telling, oh, please come to my world. Nadat Bhashayate Suryo, there is no sun, no Shashanko, no moon, no Pavaka, no electricity, you don't have to pay the bill also. Yat Gatvana Nivartante, please enter my kingdom. Tattama Paramam Mama, that's my supreme abode. You come there, drink 1 glass of milk. That is all, you will be always 16. You will never cross 16. Young, youthful. You come and take food there. You will never feel hungry. You enter and smell a parijata flower. You will be always blissful. You walk on the floor is full of chintamani stone. Touch and ask anything. I want ice cream thing, you will get ice cream. Such a wonderful world. You please come. And what are we saying? Krishna, go and come back tomorrow. You come next week. I will get my daughter married. You come after that. No, I have got 8 more years in Bahrain. After that, you come and call me. So this Navakoti Narayan was sending Krishna all the day. And Krishna was so patiently coming. And after 1 year, Krishna thought, okay, enough now. Then he went straight to his house to meet his wife. And the wife was like very charity minded. And he told the same thing. Oh, Bhavati, wonderful gentle lady, I want to get my daughter married. Please do some help. So she immediately removed her nose ring and gave it off. You can sell this, you can make money, get your daughter married. And Krishna was so smart, he took that nose ring straight to that fellow shop only to sell. Her husband's shop. And as soon as this Narayana saw them, hey, this is my wife. How this man got? Maybe he went to my house and stole them. He said, okay, wait here. I will go home, take money and come, you be here only. Then he ran, screaming. I think her name is Padmavati or something. Hey Padmavati, is your nose ring there? You're sure you're there? And she heard that, okay, my husband have found out now. She was so scared. If he comes to know that's her, it will be a big problem in the house. She went and prayed in front of Krishna and she got exactly another nose ring. Then she was moved by the devotion, the blessings of the Lord. She went and told the whole story to the husband and said, why are you always behind money? If Krishna wants, within a second, he can make the beggar into an emperor into a beggar. There's a beautiful song they sing in Kerala. It's called Jnana Pana. That's a pot of knowledge. In that they sing. What's that line? മാളിക മുകളേറിയ മണ്ണിന്റെ തോളിൽ മാറാപ്പ് കയറ്റുന്നതും ഭവാൻ 2-4 ദിനം കൊണ്ടൊരുത്തനെ തണ്ടിലേറ്റി നടത്തുന്നതും ഭവാൻ. If the Lord wants, He can take you from the roadside and put you in a palace. If the same Lord wants, He can pull you from the palace and send back you straight, right? So that instant moved Purandardas so much. Till this point he was completely attached to money and opulence. That day he understood. He took all his money and blindly gave in charity to everyone. Then he started going around singing Krishna's names and he became a wonderful devotee. Such a great devotee, the Lord wants to play with him all the time. He will sing beautiful songs. Krishna, you sold the butter like this, you did like this, you pulled this thing like that, you